Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. So, Browns fans, it's been quite the roller coaster lately, hasn't it? The season has been filled with ups and downs, but one thing that's been catching everyone's attention is the recent emergence of Shedeur Sanders as Cleveland's starting quarterback. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Is this really the answer? Can Sanders lead us to the Super Bowl? Well, let's break down what's been happening and what it could mean for the Browns moving forward. Shedeur Sanders made his first start for Cleveland in Week 12, and honestly, the way he played was promising enough to spark some real hope among the fan base. Remember, this was his debut as a full-time starter, and it came against a tough opponent, the Las Vegas Raiders, on the road, no less. And despite the nerves that come with stepping into such a high-pressure situation, Sanders managed to help the Browns secure a crucial victory. It wasn't just about winning. It was about how he conducted himself under pressure, throwing for 209 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. It's important to keep in mind that this was his first start, and he did a solid job navigating the game, showing flashes of potential that could turn into something really special. Now, the coaching staff, especially head coach Kevin Stefanski, has made it clear that Sanders will remain the starter in Week 13. But let's be real, Browns fans, nobody truly believes this is a long-term solution. The NFL is a league where the quarterback position is king, and the Browns have historically been looking for that franchise guy who can elevate the team to new heights. The question is, how long will Sanders hold onto this role? And more importantly, what does this mean for the future of Cleveland's quarterback plans? Looking ahead, NFL draft analysts are already weighing in on Cleveland's future quarterback strategy. Nick Baumgardner from The Athletic recently predicted that the Browns will target Fernando Mendoza in the 2025 NFL Draft, with the 8th overall pick. Mendoza, the star quarterback for Indiana and a serious Heisman contender, has been tearing it up this season, throwing for over 600 yards, 30 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions. Those numbers are impressive, especially when you consider that Mendoza is seen as a high-floor player, meaning he might not be a record-shattering talent but could definitely bring consistent winning football to the Browns. This prediction isn't coming out of nowhere. The Browns have historically been aggressive in addressing their quarterback needs, and with Sanders still trying to prove himself, the draft remains a real possibility. But here's the thing, Sanders himself is confident he's the guy for Cleveland. After his first start, he sent a message directly to the fans, emphasizing that he believes he can be the franchise quarterback. Sanders told CBS Sports sideline reporter Tiffany Blackman that he's seen what he can do on the field, and with a full offseason to prepare, he thinks he can be even more dangerous. That's a pretty bold statement, especially considering how young he is and the limited experience he's had at this level. And honestly, fans, it's understandable why Sanders feels this way. After all, he helped the Browns secure a road win against a strong Raiders team, and he's already showing the kind of leadership and poise that you want in your quarterback. Sure, he admits there are things he'd like to improve, but the confidence he exudes is exactly what the Browns need. It's clear he's willing to put in the work, and he's not shying away from the challenge, even when many are skeptical about his readiness or long-term potential. Of course, the Browns aren't just relying on Sanders' words or his first game, they're analyzing what's ahead. This week, he's preparing for a tough matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are known for their aggressive defense, and head coach Kevin Stefanski knows that Sanders will face a lot of pressure. In fact, the team is specifically working on plays that will help him handle blitzes and heavy pressure, knowing that defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryan's unit will try to rattle him early. Stefanski pointed out that young quarterbacks often face blitz-heavy schemes, and that's a challenge Cleveland is actively preparing Sanders for. The plan is to use those moments as opportunities to make big plays, capitalizing on the aggressive defense by catching them off guard. It's a smart move, and it shows that the coaching staff is committed to developing Sanders' skills and confidence at the NFL level. Still, it's a tough test, and the Browns are currently 4 5-point underdogs at home. That's a significant line, especially against a team as talented as the 49ers, but that doesn't diminish the potential the Browns see in Sanders. Now let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Browns have always been a team that's been hungry to contend, and this season looks no different. They've had some bright spots, especially on the defensive side, with players like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward leading the charge. Offensively, the team has been somewhat inconsistent, but Sanders' emergence could be a game changer, a spark that ignites the entire offense. The fact that he's showing the mental toughness to handle the spotlight, even after just one game, is promising. It's also worth noting that the Browns are in a division with the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals, both of whom are having solid seasons, so every win counts. But let's not forget, Cleveland's front office and coaching staff are fully aware of the importance of the quarterback position. The idea of drafting Mendoza or another QB in the future isn't just speculation, it's part of the plan. The Browns are always looking to build the best team possible, and that includes having a franchise quarterback who can lead them deep into January and beyond. Sanders is still proving himself, and he knows that. But his confidence, combined with his work ethic, suggests he's ready to fight for that spot. He's aware that the NFL is a league of constant competition, and he's not shying away from it. As fans, we have to be patient and support our guy, especially because we've seen how crucial stability at quarterback is to a team's success. The Browns have been searching for that guy for decades, and while Sanders might not be the answer forever, he's giving us a reason to believe that Cleveland could finally have a legitimate shot at that elusive Super Bowl. Every game, every snap, is a step toward that goal. The season is still young, and the potential is there. We've seen flashes of brilliance, and with the right development, Sanders could become a cornerstone of this team. Looking back at recent seasons, Cleveland has often been on the cusp of something big, but has struggled with consistency and finding that true leader under center. The arrival of Sanders might be the spark that finally ignites the franchise in the right direction. Of course, it's still early, and there will be setbacks, but the resilience and attitude he's shown so far are exactly what you want from a young quarterback trying to carve out his place in the NFL. In the end, Browns fans, what we're witnessing now is the beginning of a new chapter, one that could redefine the franchise. Whether Sanders is the long-term answer or just a bridge to Mendoza or another future star, what matters most is that we're witnessing the evolution of our team's core. The passion, the hope, the belief, it's all alive and well in Cleveland right now. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.